Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Zero, and welcome back to Akiba's Trip. Previously in Akiba's Trip, we joined the dark side to save our sorry behinds. I can't bear this heat.
Apparently, our new business associate stayed true to his word and released Kadi. Toko emailed me about it just now. But now she's turned her concern on us, since we've essentially vanished off the grid. I suppose we can't exactly tell her we're working with Soga Kagutsuki, can we?
No, let's totally tell her.
Fortunately, it won't be necessary for you to associate yourselves with Mr. Kagutsuki any longer.
Well, if it isn't Sakaguchi, what can we do for you?
Are you thinking of challenging me with your golf club?
I regret that it's come to this after Mr. Kagutsuki went to such great pains to win your cooperation. But, well, to get right to the point, your participation within the organization is less than ideal for me.
Are you looking at me? Do you see that I am a swole pinku bear?
Because you're worried I might have a look at your synthester research, I presume?
With demon wings.
What? That's...
Villainy, my name is Sakaguchi.
Well, that concludes your exit interviews. Now, let's give these two their severance packages.
You bastard. The one-liners are my shtick.
Sir,
Ah, a fine lot we've drawn, offending the main villain's whiny sidekick. How are you feeling? Are you up for a fight? This could get a bit unpleasant.
I'm very ready.
Of course, you'll have me by your side, so shall we teach these brutes some manners?
Let's go berserk.
I got this.
Don't make it loud!
I'm very sorry.
I know. How about this?
Looks like my attacks are unbearable.
Please, I'm opposed to violence.
Are you? Well, I'm not.
Don't hurt me, please. I have a wife and children and a 26-year loan on my mortgage.
Ouch.
Using the synthesters to further your own business ambitions is rather shady, I'd say.
Leave him alone, Shion. He's already dead inside.
And perhaps a bit too heavy a burden for a mere underling like you, Sakaguchi.
Shady? What nerve! I'll have you know the syntheser's somatic cells display properties that could be used to treat otherwise incurable illnesses and, well, suffice it to say, my research could save countless lives.
And it would also be totally rad, because we all be vampires.
Furthering medical science is a valiant goal indeed. But you never truly cared about that, did you? You only wanted fame and fortune, no matter what you had to do to achieve it.
You were studying them too. Are you going to stand there and tell me you weren't planning on profiting from them yourself?
Right now, I have only one goal I'm working toward.
I really wonder why they don't have animated mouth movements for the stripped models, or stripped sprite, I guess you would call that. Because essentially it's the same thing, it's pretty much the same head. It's just a different lower body, so you think they could still have that.
Studying the synthesizers is secondary.
Don't tell me it's to rescue that boy, is it? Because that would just be absurd!
But it's the truth. I'm just that cool.
What's so absurd about it? I've fallen in love with him.
Despite the fact we've only talked to each other maybe about 5 times.
Who are you to tell me that such feelings should have lower priority than my professional ambition?
Well, that escalated quickly.
You mean to tell me you hadn't noticed? My whole reason for helping the Akiba freedom fighters was because you were there.
Do you have an otaku fetish or something?
The heart wants what it wants, no?
I'm still here, you know. You're still talking to me.
No one cares about you.
And I've still got the organization behind me, 100%.
No, you don't.
Sadly, I'm afraid that isn't so. The organization has no use for pawns who can't perform their tasks.
Damn, you're small time.
Mr. Kagetsuki, sir.
What a sorry state you're in, Sakaguchi.
I can explain.
You know I only require Daishi Home Pharmaceuticals. There's no reason their representative need be you. In fact, if she'll cooperate with us, I do believe Miss Kasugai would be far better suited to that role. She is, after all, worth a great deal more. Consider this your notice of termination.
No! Think of all the funding we've provided. We gave you your base of operations.
We gave you some hole in the ground. You should be thanking us.
And we proposed the plan to give the synthesizers performance enhancers. Oh, I proposed that plan. Me!
Performance enhancers? Ah, yes, that drug of yours. You and Xenia worked independently on that little experiment, no? I'm content simply fueling the synthesizers with my own will.
You...
But then, what I seek is only the purest life energy. Untainted by those vile drugs of yours.
How can you say that?
Begone. Get out of my sight.
And put on some pants, you bastard.
Why me?
Now then. My apologies. I do hope he wasn't a burden on you. I knew I would have to remove him sooner or later, so you have my thanks for helping to put that unpleasantness behind us.
There's a weird part of me that's developing a Stockholm syndrome for this guy. But I know he's targeting Akihabara and I have to totally strip his outfit off.
That's quite all right. I assume by your presence that you had some idea he might attack us?
Couldn't you have picked like a worse town? Oh no, this is pretty bad when I think about it.
I was not unaware of the possibility.
All right, so you put us in harm's way to carry out your dirty work. I'd say we've earned a few answers, wouldn't you? I want to know what your goal is here. Why you've subjected this town to such chaos. I want to know what merit there is in filling the streets with synthesizers.
Very well. You are already complicit, after all. The synthesizers are merely the groundwork for a much larger plan.
This is all gonna be some kind of stupid MacGuffin device thing, like in every single superhero Marvel movie where you get put on top of a tower or something. I think even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did this. And it's like, I'm gonna turn everyone into my species, and I'm not alone. Come stop me, Spider Bat Super something man.
My ultimate goal is the town itself. I intend to turn Akiba into a perfect, dark utopia.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, I think that's already is that.
A dark utopia?
Wait a minute, I get it. You want us to go back to the 90s when goths were cool, don't you?
Once I've done that, I'll be able to gather life energy from all over Japan, nay, from all over the world. And then the Night Eaters will finally take their rightful place. Our people will rise from the brink of extinction to the heights of glory.
Just to be clear, when you refer to the Night Eaters, you are including Shizuku and Rin, yes?
Of course. They have grand roles to play in the coming world order.
We need cute mascots.
And I'm expecting great things from you as well. You and that magnificent brain of yours. I have no doubts of your commitment to the cause. Now, I have a task for you to perform. I'll come and meet you afterward. So please, do feel free to take your time and enjoy your work.
A dark utopia, huh? How does he plan to pull that off, I wonder?
Selling awful music. Maybe on vinyls, I guess, because that's hip.
If his plans involve hurting innocent people, then I agree. We have to stop him. Whatever we do, we have to be smart about it. We make our move only after we've learned all there is to know about Soga's plan. We should return to the organization's research lab for now. Damn it! So how are you feeling? The color seems to have mostly returned to your face, at least.
I'm feeling Genki this.
Though, you have a rather dark look in your eyes, and I don't think it's from physical discomfort.
Lack of anime and more figures. I'm worried about my friends. Can we check on Mogra?
Come on now, you know we can't do that. I brought you to the organization for one reason, and one reason only. And that's to save your life. To find a cure for whatever it is that's going on inside of you. Well, not that we don't already know what's killing you. It's your duality. Synthester and Night Eater both, all in a single body. In the end, as necessary as it may have been at the time, it's Shizuku's blood that's done this to you. Imagine what she'd think if she found out about that. There's no doubt in my mind she'd blame herself.
She's already crying internally. She can sense it. Sense these critical words.
She'd be crushed under the weight of her actions and fall into a deep despair.
Yes, because she saved the life of someone who was gonna die. And then they end up dying later anyway. But you know, it's not like we were gonna die anyway.
Which is all the more reason I think we need to solve this problem on our own, before we tell her anything.
Every single one of these answers is the same thing.
There must be some solution to be found, some means to save your life. And we can't rest until it's in our hands. Though, I fear our time may be running out. Not to mention the looming threat of Soga's dark utopia.
Ah, there you are. Come. I think you'll be very interested to see this.
Come, my dark apprentice.
Interested to see what now?
Oh yeah, MacGuffin machine.
What in the world?
Is this construction equipment?
Operation Arc. It intensifies the power of will, and so it represents the very core of my plan for the dark utopia. To put it simply, it's a sort of blueprint.
I'd like to take a closer look, if I may. Interesting. So, this is where all that siphoned energy ends up, then?
That's correct. And very soon the system will spring fully into life, extracting the energy from every living being in Akihabara.
You know, since we're not already dead inside.
Without the need for the synthesters, I might add.
So the life energy you've gathered so far is solely being used as fuel to power it?
Exactly. And the moment I switch on this device will be the moment my dark utopia becomes a reality.
Let me explain to you my entire plan, despite the fact you only joined me because I threaten your lives, and he over there is gonna die if I don't help him.
Then this machine will serve as a source of new life for the Night Eaters.
It's not like you're, not completely loyal to me or anything.
However, there's a problem. The system is set to begin its first boot-up test shortly. But someone has been stealing life energy away from the synthesters.
The Akiba freedom fighters?
No, they don't have the means for a grand-scale metaphysical heist.
So, there's someone else at work here?
Everyone I've sent out to learn more has not returned safely. Which is why I'm sorry to say, I feel it's best I ask you to look into this matter personally. The system is still lacking in life energy, you see. It needs more than it's been given.
These nerds have too little. Needs more. Needs all of them. So my life hangs in the balance? And count me in.
You have chosen wisely.
You have chosen wisely.
It would seem the majority of disappearances have been occurring along the side streets.
Side streets it is, then. Come on, let's see what we can find.
I await your successful return.
Damn it! Why are you doing this? I thought you were on our side.
Oh my god, what are you? Actually, no, yeah, it looks good on you.
Never mind that. Just give me more life energy.
What's going on here? Is that Xenia Amo hunting synthesters?
He's got drills for weapons now.
Did you? Oh, what great timing. Here, you take care of him. I'm out of here.
Hello,
Stop!
Vegeta.
Curses, he got away. Long time no see.
Why are you hunting synthesters?
What business is out of yours?
Did you become Rin's familiar?
None yet, but I'm sorry to say that's about to change.
What? What is the meaning of this?
I am the new Maho Shoujo. Maho Shoujo. Super Genki Moi Moi Manly Des. This is my ultimate form. First, what the hell are you wearing?
Doesn't matter. Regardless of your motive, I will not allow anyone to stand in my way.
Dodge the question, huh?
Then here you shall fall, Amo. Let's go. Ready and waiting. Nighty night.
Yeah.
You can't defeat me. I'm a true magical girl.
It's you.
I'll hold him down.
The wicked must be punished. It's not over yet.
I want
I
your
feel better.
shirt.
Nice.
I think it's time for bed.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Damn! still not enough?
I'll spare your life, but only if you promise not to hunt even one more synthester.
Oh, crisis! What the hell are you doing?
Is this a coup?
The ruckus was coming from over here. Hey!
I see you're still using my stuff and accessories I gave you, that you didn't give back.
The Akiba freedom fighters. This doesn't bode well.
You also have my printy, which I really want back, but, you know, I guess I'm not getting it back.
It's you. What are you doing in a place like this?
And you're with Shion and that Amo creep. What the hell's going on?
Ugh, this is as far as I go.
Crap! Off he goes.
That line delivery is so good.
Tell us what's going on.
Let's go. We achieved what we set out to do. We'll head for Main Street and lose them in the crowd.
Wait! Where do you think you're going? Please, stop!
I'm not Nanashi. I'm Maho Shoujo Manly desu Kenki desu ka?
Miss Kasugai, can't you please give us some clue as to what's happening?
You think you can keep up with my speed?
Come on.
Wait!
Speaking of speed, gotta go fast. Spam. I feel like there's something inherently kind of funny about seeing Zenya there. Just kind of washed up on the streets, you know? Just waiting to get his fix, like, come on, man. Just give me a little bit of that life energy, dude. In some ways, the way if you thought about his dialogue a little bit differently, it was kind of lewd, actually. I'll do anything for some life energy. Anything.
So it's Zenya who's been hunting the synthesters, is it?
Oh yeah, he's some work now.
He gave no indication as to why, though.
I suppose even he can have an original thought every now and again. Zenya, hard to believe you're still alive.
Have you managed to collect all the energy you need?
I have. Soon, the system will awaken. And when it does, my dark utopia will be realized.
You really like that title, huh? My dark utopia will be realized, and then this place will be my dark utopia. And finally, I can enjoy my dark utopia.
You two need only watch the events as they unfold.
My, this is happening quickly.
Yes, but there are still other preparations to be made. Perhaps now would be the time to tour Akiba and burn its image into your memory. The last moments of the great otaku mecca.
Well, I'm not about to burn the last moments of the great otaku mecca into my memory. But I do think it might be worthwhile to step out for a moment and see what's happening. Let's head to Akimori's shrine. If that system is successfully activated, I'm betting ordinary humans wouldn't be able to get anywhere near that construction site anymore. Including me, of course.
What if I'm not ordinary? Like a huge hentai. Hentai meets pervert.
I have an idea. But if this idea fails, my life and yours will both be in grave danger. Still, I do believe it could work. Or rather, if you really want to become human again, I think it may be the only way.
I kind of like being a vampire, actually. Grave Danger is my porn name. That doesn't sound like a porn name, but you know what? Let's go with it.
Ooh, that's the spirit. I do so love that aggressive side of you. Now, here's my plan. Before the system's boot up is completed, we steal it.
Pretty much the same answer.
But it's not impossible. Since the system was built to store the life energy collected from others, that means one of its basic functions must be to regulate that energy. If I'm right, we should be able to harness that function and use it to regulate the flow of life energy within your body, essentially remaking you into a human being once more.
Very funny. Life don't work that way, yo. Yes, it does.
It's the only thing left we can do, even if our chances of success are, admittedly, not very high. But you know what they say, desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm aware just how desperately risky this particular measure is. Yet, despite all that, I want you to trust me on this one.
I believe in you. Because the scheme is so crazy, it's gonna work. Because that's how this universe rolls.
Thank you. And should this plan of mine succeed, I have a request for you. For when you've become human once again. Will you hear me out?
What kind of request? Is it kinky? This dialogue... I'm actually starting to feel legitimately a little bit awkward right now.
If we make it through this, I want you to stop calling me Ms. Kasugai. Call me Shion.
Okay.
Really? You promise? I'm sure you've been calling me Ms. Kasugai out of respect, since I am an older woman of relatively high social standing. Still, I just think it might be nice to be addressed casually, as an equal or even a friend. I mean, for whatever else I may be, I am still a girl deep down. Did you just snicker?
Can you see from my TV set? It's getting weird.
You're a brave man standing up to evil without a care. But when it comes to women, you still have a lot to learn. Once this is all over, let's both go back to the Freedom Fighters HQ and beg everyone's forgiveness together. But until that time comes, we need to focus on winning, on defeating Soga Kagutsuki. I wouldn't worry, though. You're like a good luck charm. When push comes to shove, I know you'll shock the world with what you can do.
And I'll shock them with my outfit.
Come on, let's go. Let's go secure your future.